Keep your friends for friendship, but work with the skilled and the competent. In the first law, we learned how to survive the masters. Today, we learn how to survive those closest to us. Because the person most likely to destroy you isn't the enemy you're watching. It's the friend you've let behind your gates. Welcome back to the Architect of Power. Today, we deconstruct Robert Greene's second law. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. We are taught from birth that friendship is sacred, that loyalty is a blood pact. But in the realm of power, your friends are your greatest vulnerability. Why? Because friends are easily aroused to envy. They know your weaknesses. They know your past. And when you begin to rise, that shared history becomes a mirror that reflects their own stagnation. To ease their own pain, they will betray you. Consider the tragedy of Michael III, the young Byzantine emperor. Michael was a ruler who valued affection over strategy. He needed someone he could trust completely. He chose his friend, Basilius. Basilius was a commoner with no political talent, but Michael loved him like a brother. He showered him with wealth. He gave him an education. He eventually made Basilius his co-emperor, believing that a friend's gratitude would ensure eternal loyalty. He was wrong. The more Michael gave, the more Basilius felt entitled. Gratitude is a burden. It makes a man feel indebted. And men hate feeling indebted. To remove the burden of being the friend who was helped, Basilius decided to become the man who took it. One night, the very friend Michael had raised from the gutter entered the emperor's chambers. Basilius didn't come to talk. He came with a blade. He murdered his benefactor in his bed and seized the throne for himself. Michael III died because he ignored a fundamental truth. A friend expects more, and eventually seethes with jealousy. An enemy, however, expects nothing. This brings us to the second half of the law. If you have no enemies, find a way to make them. Hire a former enemy, and he will be more loyal than a friend. Why? Because he has more to prove. He knows his position is precarious. He knows he was once on the outside. He will work twice as hard to earn your trust, whereas a friend will feel they deserve your favors just for existing. Abraham Lincoln understood this perfectly. When he was elected, his cabinet was filled with men who hated him, men who had insulted him. His advisors were horrified, but Lincoln knew that by bringing his enemies close, he forced them to be loyal to his cause to save their own reputations. He turned his rivals into his most effective tools. Let's apply this to your modern battlefield. Scenario 1. The business partnership. You're starting a new venture. Your first instinct is to call your best friend. We'll be a great team, you say. We trust each other. This is a recipe for disaster. In a business, you need competence, not comfort. When your friend fails to perform, you will hesitate to fire them. When you make a tough decision, they will take it personally. The boundaries between the personal and the professional will blur until the business and the friendship collapses in a heap of resentment. The master's move. Hire the person who is best for the job, even if you dislike them. Keep your friends for the weekend. Keep your professionals for the win. A professional relationship built on mutual self-interest is ironclad. A professional relationship built on feelings is a house of cards. Scenario 2, social loyalty. You've achieved a level of success. You want to bring your day ones with you. You give them jobs. You give them access. Slowly, you notice a shift. They start showing up late. They stop respecting your authority. They think, he's just the same guy I used to drink with. Who does he think he is? By helping them too much, you have unbalanced the relationship. You have become the master, and they have become the subordinate. And as we learned in Law 1, no one likes to feel inferior. The master's move. Never let your friends get too close to your source of power. If you want to help them, do it from a distance. Keep them in a separate box. If you need a hitman, someone to do the dirty work or take a risk, use an enemy or a stranger. Their loyalty is bought with a transaction. It is clean. It is predictable. Scenario 3. Using the rival. There is a person in your circle who openly dislikes you. The amateur move is to avoid them, to let the tension grow. The master's move is to bury the hatchet strategically. Approach your rival. Offer them a small public win that requires them to work with you. By giving them a chance to prove themselves, you create a powerful ally. They will be so surprised by your lack of pettiness that they will become your most vocal supporter just to prove they aren't the bad guy. You have neutralized a threat and gained a soldier in one move. Remember the words of the philosopher Balthazar Gracian. A wise man profits more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Friends soften you. They tell you what you want to hear. Enemies sharpen you. They tell you exactly where your armor is thin. Without an enemy to watch, you grow complacent. You grow fat. You grow weak. The man of power welcomes the declare opponent. He uses them as a whetstone to sharpen his own blade. So look at your circle today. Who is there because they are competent? And who is there because it's comfortable? Be wary of the Judas kiss. The friend who smiles too much. The friend who laughs too loud at your jokes. They are the ones who know exactly where to twist the knife. Go back to the shadows. Watch your friends. Use your enemies. This is the second law. Next, we learn the art of deception. Conceal your intentions. Subscribe. The architect is watching.